This is part 2 of my trip to Dublin in January.
Take it away to the dark side.
Well, this is not exactly Dublin in the rare old times. It is much more Dublin in modern times. And it's not the Dubliners we have playing on the streets, but a young European couple, and they're not singing Dublin songs. But what does it matter? People are enjoying it, and they're enjoying it very appreciatively and enthusiastically. And yet, people of my generation could be forgiven for imagining the ghosts of Ronnie Drew singing Molly Malone in Dublin's first city, where the girls are so pretty. I first laid my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. And my ghost dream would be complete if Luke Kelly came around the corner and began to sing his wonderful, iconic Patrick Kavanagh's poem. On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I first met her and knew. The following morning, I'm into Trinity College Library. And of course, I'm here like everybody else to see the incredible manuscript, the Book of Kells. Now, for me, this is the greatest experience, not only in Dublin, but anywhere. I am really into early illuminated manuscripts, and I could talk on forever in praise and in admiration for the incredible works that we have in our museums and galleries. But we'd be here all day, and it's best to say, go to Trinity, go to the Book of Kells exhibition, pay your tickets, look in awe, as I'm sure you will, at the illustrations on the walls, go into the treasury, see and revere the original manuscript, and buy any literature that you can in the bookshop, because it is a big experience to take in. Head spinning, head reeling from Trinity, I say to myself, I must just go to the National Museum now. But on my way there, I had to stop off at the National Library, where I spent many months back in the 90s researching and studying. And I was amazed to see that underneath the atrium, there is a whole series of rooms devoted to Yeats. Again, I was flabbergasted. There was so much to be taken in here. And of course, it's another area that I'm massively interested in. Book publishing, book design, and illumination, the koala press, and so on. I could be here for the day. But again, I really just will have to press on and come back here and spend maybe at least half a day absorbing all the wonderful stuff here. And now I'm in the National Museum, Kildare Street, just across from the library, and I'm particularly having a look at these artifacts, which comprise the famous, or maybe infamous, Derry in the Flan hoard, discovered near Kilmainham, near Littleton and Tipperary, back in the day. They were discovered by a friend of mine, Mick Webb from Clonmel, and he turned them into the National Museum, and he was treated very, very unfairly. There is a big story to be discovered here, but I have to leave that for another time, another story, and perhaps even for some other investigative writer. I was being looked at suspiciously in the vicinity of the Derry na Flan hoard, and I know it's coming close to closing time, so I'm just going to have a quick whip through the gold artifacts in the treasury on the ground floor. Not because I'm particularly interested in them, but there's an awful lot of gold here. I just flick the camera on and take it in. You might have some interest in it, but literally people are emptying out in the museum now, and again I'm being looked at. I hope I'm not getting paranoid, but I'm sure people think that I'm up to no good. All this serves to remind me that all that glitters is not gold, and there are some very rotten things have gone on in these corridors in the fairly recent past. The very last thing I saw before being chucked out of the museum was this cartwheel from, I think, about 2000 BC. Such a relief from all that gold. On my way to the station to rendezvous with my son, I passed this Lego shop in Grafton Street. Did you notice the model of the National Library in Lego? On my last legs on my way to the station, I can't but admire the beautiful pictures in the windows. Everything in Dublin is a treat for a post-COVID refugee like myself from the sticks. And if you have been, thank you very much indeed for watching, and perhaps you would press the subscribe button, and I'd be glad for comments. Thank you.